Yo, what's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Dream and Resilient Podcast. This is your boy Rick, and we have
Those up.
Dream and Resilient. We're back again for another episode. So, topic to discuss for today is transformation in fitness journey, and we have special guests today, and we have. I'm not talking about mini. I'm talking about. We have P today. P, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, guys. I'm with you, so.
Do we call you Peter? Because I'm not gonna try the last name, man.
Nah,
It's really
you
Peter.
don't want to do it. You don't want to do it.
So Peter is in fitness for long, and to discuss the topic about transformation is good to hear from someone who actually been through that process.
Yeah, for sure.
So me, myself, Doza, and our other guest and listener will love to hear your story, and you see all those obstacles, all those time, mental health, set up goals. We'd love to hear from you, what you think about that, and how do you think like changing certain goals and changing your fitness has changed your whole life? So, well, how do you feel today anyway?
Oh, I'm great. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Yeah,
nice.
Because I'm watching you and stuff, and
I've been watching some of these videos as well, man. Like, very inspirational, man. I gotta say.
no, thank you.
Yeah, I've been watching like every time I go in the morning, on the Instagram, we see these guys popping, and it's motivating,
That's it, man. That's what we need, innit? Like, we need people that's out there just creating these content to like motivate people and inspire people as well. So.
Yeah, I think people need that sometimes. There's a bit of a kick on the morning. That's why I'm posting on the morning, like first thing on the morning.
Yeah.
Because, guys, you've been there. So sometimes you're just waking up and you're like, oh man, I'm supposed to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I might another half an hour in the bed, and then I go.
5 minutes.
Yeah, but
Bro, those are dangerous. I know you. Some of them you will relate to this, man. Damn, naps are dangerous. Then somebody like P popping on your Instagram, and he just motivates you.
100%.
And he jump out of the bed. So let's talk about because. Why Peter is here, because he would like to share his story. Like I just said before, he used to look like this, and now he's this. So we're gonna ask you a question about like up to what that point you said, you think in your head, okay, that's enough, I need to set up the goal. And what's that point, that trigger point, then he was like, I'm gonna change my life.
you know what? Like, people got a lot of points in life when you got like, oh, I think I don't. Sometimes people think like I don't like myself. I don't how I look. But for me, the most important thing what happened to me was I don't like how I feel mentally. I felt like because how I look physically,
It affects you mentally.
it affects me mentally, and I was pulling myself down.
Yeah.
And you won't see that straight away, but day by day, like, you let down, you didn't go to the gym.
Yeah.
Then another day you was eating bad. Another day you let down on something else.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like after a month or two, you are like, man, I don't like how I feel.
Yes. Feeling plays a big part in life. You act on how you feel.
Yeah, and literally that was my turn point.
Yeah.
I was 110 kg at that point. I was like big, but obviously that was like proper big boy, like not the muscle boy, not the fit boy.
What weight are you now?
I'm on 95 now. 95. But when I decided to change my life, because I didn't like how I felt, so I went from 110 kg. I think my lowest point was 87 kg.
87.
Good, man.
Chip, that's so good.
Let me give you something.
Yeah.
In 30 days.
30 days.
That's insane, man.
30 days.
The best time of my life. The best 30 days in my life.
Wow.
The hardest day, but the best same time.
So we're gonna keep. We want you to keep that 30 day, whatever you know, the motivation you was on 30 days. We want you to hold that. We're gonna come back to that topic, and we're gonna discuss about it. So next, what would you?
Yeah. So in terms of like, let's say you talk about transformation, right? There comes like nutrition, strategies about how you're gonna like put a routine into like having to like make this transformation a possibility for you.
So you know,
the strategies that you went for.
so when I decided to obviously change, my goal was obviously change physically, but as I said, mentally was my main goal. So I will start doing my research, like what is the best way to lose. We all know, and your audience know as well, how hard it is to lose weight. And what was my main point was lose weight, but feel great same time.
Wow.
And that's hard to achieve, you know that, guys.
It's hard.
If you want to lose weight, you have to cut your calories.
Yeah.
Then you cut your energy.
And you don't want to do that. You know, certain
And
food that you love, you don't want to cut that off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, like there's one way to actually come away with it as well, because like for me, what really works for me is like when I'm fasting.
Yeah.
It helps a lot better, isn't it?
I'm about to say that.
Yeah.
I've been fasting for these 30 days.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been fasting, and I discovered that's the best way for me
does.
to lose weight, to feel great. Not straight away, obviously, because fasting is hard as well. But for me, it was way easier than, let's say, be on the balanced diet, but cut my calories.
Okay. So what sort of like, we talk about nutrition, what sort of food you have changed in your diet that you was eating before that wasn't helping you, and then you change it to like is a specific diet you follow? I know you said about you didn't cut that much, but
No, literally, for the first, I believe, 20 days, I went hardcore on it. I went on 20 to 4 fasting. So I was not eating for 20 hours, and I was eating for 4 hours. Because I also adjust that to my working days, and I couldn't, you know, that was the best schedule for me. That worked for me. And what I was eating really, I cut my sugar completely for 30 days.
I was about to say sugar is the first one you got.
That's the main one you got.
Yeah, it is. It's the biggest thing which will make you obviously fat, but it's causing you a lot of different things. We don't want to go that deep, obviously, today.
100%.
We might leave it for another podcast, but you know, it's inflammation, all this anxiety, all this stuff going with it. But I cut out completely my sugar, and I was keeping in fasting, because you was on it, so you definitely know. The most important thing is how you break your fast. I never had any carbs when I was breaking my fast.
So it was only protein.
Protein and fats, if I want.
Protein and fats.
So literally I had my Greek yogurt, and let's say after half an hour I had walnuts.
Okay.
At the beginning it was hard, because obviously that's not much, but after a while it's like, oh, I got this Greek yogurt, then I got my walnuts, and then keep yourself busy.
That's it.
Don't think about food.
This I don't know. I never heard about this though.
It's good.
Keep yourself busy. So you're saying keep your mind busy. So you think about, you don't think about food much.
Yeah. The best idea obviously is when you start thinking about food, start doing what you like, not what you have to do. Because if you're doing what you have to do, you're still thinking about food. Because you want, you know how the body works and your brain works. Your brain wants dopamine, but we don't want to go that deep as well. But if you're doing something you don't want, you're looking for some enjoyment. But if you're doing what you want, then you're like, oh, I'm alright. I don't need food. I'm alright. I'm, let's say, playing games.
It's also like mind got used to it. Like I don't know. I read like this long time ago. It's like if you do things for a certain period, the body or mind started believing it's true, like it's got used to it, then you just go through it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just little things like, say for instance, like waking up in the morning, right? you're waking up 6 o'clock every day. Just do it for like 10, 15 days and then see how you do for the rest of the days. It just naturally comes.
It naturally comes,
Just,
you
it's
know.
like, it just becomes a part of you.
Yeah. Also, when you do that, and you see something coming back to you, let's say for me, what was working for me was like, okay, it was hard to start fasting, waking up at 4 o'clock, you know, doing my cardio, then go to work for 10-hour shifts and stuff like that. But when after a couple of days you going on the scale to weigh yourself, and you're like, damn, I lost like 4 kg in 4 days.
So the results makes you do more.
Yeah, obviously, if you got something out of it, I want to do it. I want to do it actually. I want to do it more. That's very important
That's what
thing.
we're doing. So we talk about we touched a bit about nutrition, and you talk about it. So what sort of routine in your workout that you changed, that you wasn't doing it before, then you started it, that helped you to get your target body?
Actually, it's a lot. I would say routine. Yeah, it's okay. It's a good word, but I changed a lot of habits as well.
Oh, okay,
same time.
okay. You know what? You have to go deep on that habits, because habits is like something that we haven't never talked about it. So educate us today. Come on,
I mean,
habits.
obviously, I'm not an expert, but I can tell you from my standpoint
No, yes,
what I was doing.
100%.
Let's say it's simple habits like, let's say if you want to wake up at 4 a.m., as I was doing, I completely get out of the habits of staying on the phone after 7 o'clock. Blue light, my phone was away. I sleep in my bedroom, my phone was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Something like that. You're changing small habits, you're twisting them. That makes the difference.
Yeah, small habits.
And then it's easier to create the routine if you tweak the small bits.
I think habits, once you start doing it, they change into discipline.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then from discipline, it start becoming the routine. So it's just
Very,
small
very
habits that makes you persistent and keep going about the same thing again and again. Then it becomes fun. Yeah, but I don't think I can put my phone away on the side.
Oh, you can.
I mean,
Put mind to it, 100%.
It just depends what you want, really.
100%. That's
Depends what you want.
It's what you want. What exactly what you're looking for, then it's just come to you in your head, and
that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, speaking of like, let's say tweaking up like little habits as well. Like some people like, say for instance, okay, I'm on a journey to start a transformation, right? Some people tend to think that I have to be in a gym or go for a run to actually start doing that. But just a little thing, just going out for a walk, like that's a start.
Yeah.
Just go for a walk. Let's say cover up maybe 5-6 miles, then come back. That's a start, and that changes to what you just said. Like that little routine changing into like becoming a habit as well.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like just littlest thing that you can do can help.
Very good thing I heard last day. What you just said, literally, like small things instead of big things. Especially at the beginning when you start doing something. I heard that, it's kind of a quote, let's say. If you want to move Mount Everest, you won't try to push it.
Exactly.
You're gonna take one stone, move it. Another stone, move it. Probably you won't move Mount Everest, but that's how you do it.
You start somewhere.
Small steps.
Small steps, and every single day you're doing the same. It's gonna get boring.
It's gonna get boring.
But if you set up the goals for you, you have to do it, man.
I mean, it comes back to the same point. What you exactly want. If the target is there, everything, you can move anything, like you said, mountain by small steps, moving in it and changing the small habits that wasn't stopping your progress to go anywhere. It does get boring. It does get in the way where you feel like, forget this shit, I'm out of here. But that's where you gotta looking at your goals. Okay, this is really I want, or is just the thing that I just want it for. Like, there's a difference between things like you actually want and things you just want it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I might not put it really right. I might not put it really good in a sense.
I hear what you're saying though. Like, see, this is what we go through though, isn't it? Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're going through, there's going to be challenges.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be challenges. There's going to be struggles.
Yeah, you have to know that before you're gonna start doing something.
It's like, you got to read it first.
You know what as well? it's like you have to go through something and fail.
Yeah.
Then you will know it's gonna be hard if you're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard, but you already know it's gonna be hard, so you can prepare yourself for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Failure is, I mean, it teaches you a lot.
It does, bro.
It teaches you a lot. It teaches you, it teaches you in a way that you already overcome. Like you've seen all that things that putting you down. We went there. You've seen, but failure can also push you up to go up, because I mean, you know what I'm saying, that failure, you can take it in a positive way.
No, clearly, yeah.
And then you can make a progress from there, and you can get up again and achieve it. Like you said, you gotta feel what the hell before you reach to the heaven.
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure.
So yeah, that's a routine setup. So for
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, like in terms of like, obviously you spoke about failure.
we already.
That's what I'm saying. But see, that is important though, innit? Because like people need to realize that. But just because you failed at something doesn't mean you need to stop in it. You just gotta push. You just keep pushing. Because like, I know, personally speaking, like I am the man I am today because of the failure I've done, innit? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I'll come back and then I look at it differently and I change my strategy. You get what I'm trying to say? And move on from it. So I can just say like, yeah, man, like, failure has taught me a lot of things, man.
It's the thing of like, when you fail, let's give us an example. You're going to the gym for 6 months, you know, the summer transformation, you want to look good on the beach and stuff. And then the summer's over. And you're going back to your old habits. Start eating chocolates, staying at home without moving out and stuff like that. You're getting weight. When you go to the gym again, people are like, I'm in the same place again. But you are not. Because it's taught you something. You know new thing. Like, if I'm gonna give up again, what is this for?
What is this for, exactly?
I know that already. I gave up already. And I know it was bad. So you are the new person, you got new skill. I know to don't give up. That's how I looked at it.
So definitely transformation is something that you transform from the person you was before and now the person you are, and it's gonna come with millions and trillions of challenges. Bro. And you know what I'm talking about, all those challenges. So what challenges that you face, that you overcome during your transformation?
Oh, you know, the first thing I thought was, okay, I want to try to away from challenges. I'm going to explain what I mean by that. But obviously you're still going to face a lot of challenges, like, you know, even though I said about waking up and stuff like that. But what I mean about trying to keep away from the challenges, for example, if you know you are fasting, and let's say you're going to the bed at 8 p.m., you don't want to go out on Friday afternoon, Friday evening. You don't want to do it because you know what's gonna be there. Or fast food, drinks, all this kind of stuff. You're gonna go to the bed on 3 a.m. But you still have to wake up after an hour. And you have to do your workout. So you're trying to keep away from these distractions, I think. But you're still gonna face a lot of, you know, like, say, it's not even motivation, but I would say like you're gonna have challenges of discipline. You know, you're trying to stay disciplined as much as you can. But obviously, bad things can happen through the day. But as we spoke before we start, we was talking about that. Like, you know, I was saying about this book, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. What I learned from this book was the hardest thing you have to do through the day, do it first thing on the morning. Like, you're waking up and you're doing the thing. Because you have no idea what's going to happen later on, what you can face.
I agree, because every time I do it personally, like myself, I apply the same thing. I haven't read the book, it's the first time I'm hearing it. So what's the book called again?
It's Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. It's a very good book. So
guys, if you're there, go check out the book and see how you feel, and comment below the video and let us know how you think. So let's get back to this topic. Like most of the things that I personally do bearing in mind, like let's just say if I have a training session today and I don't feel like doing it, but then I always think what happened tomorrow if I can't do training. So I have to do it today at right this instant and get it done, because I don't know tomorrow. It's like
It's never promised.
It's never promised.
Never promised.
Your next second is no promise.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, everyone, if you're listening to this, your next second is no promise. So whatever you're doing it, you gotta make your decision. Whatever you plan, you gotta do it right then, and then go come until there's other challenges that you can't. You have to change it. So I agree with you, and I personally apply that rule on myself as well. If something has to be done as a man, or as whoever individual you are, you gotta do it by thinking, because your next second or next an hour
it's not
or
promise,
50 minutes, no promise.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
It's taken away from you anytime.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
even sometimes you got like you're going through the day. What I had, like, I'm going through the day. Let's say, it's hard day, a lot of work and stuff like that. You're coming back home, let's say 10 p.m. and like, damn, I still have to go to the gym.
Yeah, nah.
And then you're like, no, I've been there.
I've been
4
there,
a.m.
yeah.
I smashed my workout. So okay, that's done.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that. And then you're, but I still have to do something.
Yeah.
And if I still had to go to the gym,
Yeah. Yes.
what are you gonna do?
You have to go.
You know?
You
Yeah.
gotta get it, bro. You gotta get it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man. And for the last question that we have for you today,
But I don't want to lie. I don't want to end this postcard, but we are restraining on
Yeah,
time.
no,
My man behind the cameraman is telling us he's going over the time. So let's just we'll see.
yeah, the last question for the night today, like,
It's a big topic.
that's what I'm
It's big.
saying. Like, how did you manage like your mental health throughout this whole process?
Oh, it's not easy, guys, and you know that.
Yes.
It's not easy. It's not. I hear that. I think that's Chris Bumstead. He was talking about bodybuilding. Obviously, we are more in the fitness yet. Let's say it's very lonely.
Yes.
It is.
It is.
So I think it's very important to find a support group kind of thing. It's if you got someone with you who can push you forward, it's good physically, but mentally as well.
Mentally as well.
When you got this downtime,
Yeah.
when you don't want to do something, and then he can push you, and he can say, let's say we've been there like, oh man, I think I start looking shit now
Yeah,
or something,
yeah.
and someone gonna come to you like, man, you look
You
great.
look good.
You look great.
You look good.
You look
You know what I'm
great.
saying?
And you're like, man,
Yeah.
my day changed.
Yeah, they change. You know what I'm saying? So the compliments are the big part. When
Yeah.
you see someone, you can. Sometimes you see people in the gym, their head is down, and they feel like one compliment to them, you looking good today.
Yeah.
They just cheer up. And they're like,
that's what I'm
I'm actually looking good, and you said it really right. Like having a support group is really helpful. Like me and D in it,
Yeah,
bro.
no, we do push each other, man. Though I can't lie.
It helps a lot. And the days then when I feel like, oh, I don't feel anything, and these like, come on, man, you gotta do this. You gotta push this weight and helping each other. And I also think what you said is actually right. Having a proper support group around your family matters a lot to you.
Oh, for
because
sure.
they help. And men hides things a lot.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
The amount of stress we men are under, people don't know. We have a big smile on our face, but what happens here is nobody know. And you guys, you men agree
Yeah,
with
bro,
me.
that's
bro.
what I'm saying. Like how, like what Peter just said, like is a lonely road, man.
It is.
It's
You get what
lonely.
I'm saying? It's lonely, and then family is important. Do you get me? They will be supportive, but like there comes a time where like they can't be there when you have to make that decision. It has to be you and just you. That's
Yeah.
how lonely this shit is, bro.
You know what then comes? Discipline.
That's it.
Discipline then.
That's it. Because you've basically reframed your mind to the point where like, right, that's new me now.
That's new.
Yeah.
me.
You know what I'm trying to say?
It's kind of like lonely place in the way it's saying that there's so much going in the head. Like you gotta support your family, you gotta look around your people, you go work stressing you out. You have targets and you have big dreams that you want to provide your family. You want to look good. You want to there's millions and trillions of things that men go through, and there's hardly very small support groups for the mental health for men, and you see the suicidal rates as well in mental health is growing day by day, is because being as a man, men don't want to talk. Boys want to talk, but men don't want to talk about it.
See, that's the thing, bro. It's the challenges, bro. Like, because mentally you're thinking, bro, I'll overcome anything that stands in my way, and that's what we're born for. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is.
As you said, like, I think it's a kind of a society problem now, because we've been, let's say, talked around now a lot about men have to be a man. You shouldn't cry, you shouldn't say you're bad, you feel bad, or that's all BS, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You're gonna explode one day. That's why I like the goal. You can set up the goal in that. But I think the goal is just the side thing. Put it very deep in your head. You got this goal, you wanna achieve something. Try to enjoy the process.
It's
hard. It's hard, but
you got to embrace it, man. You got to, bro. So embrace every journey, bro.
And then your mental health is gonna be it's gonna be way easier for you, because just imagine, like, you got this everything on your head, and then you got your goal, and that's your main thing. Like, you're obsessed with it. What's gonna happen? Oh, I'm still not there. Oh, I'm far away. It's gonna ruin your mind.
I want to kind of like agree with you, but I don't want to disagree as well. For me, it's like everyone has different mentality to do it. Like, I've been from a childhood, I'm grown up, and I always, come into the fitness as well. So I'm always like, there's a goal I have to achieve, and there's some levels I have to achieve, and I'm going to be stronger mentally, stronger day by day. I want to agree with you, but at the same time, I don't want to disagree with you. Having putting away all them goals on the side, because without having a target, you are lost somewhere. You gotta have like a goal. You gotta have like certain thing that you wanted to achieve, then enjoy that process.
No, that's completely. I think there was a misunderstanding. I didn't say like put it aside.
Oh, okay.
I put it, burn it deep in your mind, burn it deep in your heart. You know you wanna be there. That's in your. You can wake up and like, I'll be there. And then start thinking about the process. Because as I said, it's gonna be hard if we are on the topic on the mental health. It's gonna be hard if you are still thinking just this. Oh, I'm gonna have this £1 million in my bank account every single day. Like you're gonna.
Don't you think that having that mentality is also good for some people, because they want that kind of motivation? Like, I want this, and I'll do everything to want that. That means, as a man, I have to face certain challenges, certain things I have to do which I don't want to do. Don't you think for some people it might be a good thing, or is it depend upon the individual persons? And
no, I definitely agree. It's like everyone is different. Everyone is different, and that's been proved in the world. There are people like, I got this goal and I'm gonna achieve it, regardless. Whatever's gonna happen, this third war, I'm gonna achieve my goal, and they do. And that's their drive. Let's say professional bodybuilders. They wanna stay on the stage, and they wanna win. They wanna win Olympia. That's it. Hold the trophy, first place, and that's what they drive. But I think on the lowest level, to don't pull anyone down, but you have to enjoy it. Not everyone is so strong, but I think everyone can get there.
100%. Like I said, everybody individual is different. Mental strength and resilience is different. But once you have a goal, you set up a goal, you stay on it, you be disciplined, and you persistent, and you keep going on.
Never stop, bro.
Never stop.
You boys know. You boys know. You boys know.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Thank you. It's been one more question I would like to ask. What's that one message that we want to give to our listener today that will take home and that motivates them. So go ahead and tell anything
It's
you
hard
want
to find one message. But
or any quote that you think that you read that changed your life completely, that goes on your head every morning, every day, where you don't want to do anything and it just sticks to your head.
I just wish to say, guys, you have to push forward. And obviously it's a bit a cliche, like you can do everything, you can achieve everything, but that's true. If you can imagine, you can be there. So just keep grinding, keep pushing forward, and achieve your goals, which one is so deep in your mind and in your heart. Just achieve it.
Yeah, Mansa said is, you gotta look at it in your head, imagine first, be there in your mental there first before you actually can be physically. That's what I'm saying. So, oh my God, I don't want to end this podcast because it was a really good conversation. It's been really good, but sadly we have to cut it bare.
Just before we go, the last thing I would say as well, for anyone that's out there trying to have challenges in terms of like transformation or like for a start, just do it, bro. Just start by doing the little steps. That will get you to where you actually want to get to as well.
Yeah.
Just don't think about it too much, just go for it.
Yeah, that's it. So, Peter, we would like to thank you very much, and
thank you, guys.
Do appreciate your time and coming talking to us, guys. Don't forget to follow Peter on Instagram, and Peter is doing amazing, and he's been motivating and inspiring everyone, posting videos at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's called discipline. And I would like to thank you guys for listening to us today, and keep following us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We all here, and we would like to say thank you very much.
Very much, and it's a pleasure having you here as well, man.
It was a pleasure for me, guys. That was a great
One
time.
more thing, don't forget to comment on the video and let us know the things, any topic would you like us to discuss on the next podcast. And now we out.
Sheesh.